Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to Grounded, where today we're going to be going through and we are going to be hitting the Hedge base. Now, before I do that, I need to do a couple of really quick things. I need to build a smithing station so I can get a few upgrades, and I need any sort of armor that I can get. And right now, I'm leaning more towards the Rotten Bee armor. It's the easiest armor for me just to run and grab. So in order to do that, I need to make a really quick torch. So we're going to work on building an anvil, making a torch, and then getting some armor. And then we are going to go get the poisoned larva blade. And then we're going to use that to go wipe out the Hedge base. So all that's going to happen today. So welcome everybody back to Nostalgia Week. Welcome back to Grounded, or Nostalgia Month, I should say. Nostalgic November. That's what I was calling it. But yeah, welcome back, guys. We're going to be going through, and as a reminder for all of you who were wondering why we're hitting Grounded again and going back through it, one is because I missed Grounded, and two is because at the end of this month, start of next month, we're going to be doing Thankmas. So if you guys want to make sure you guys hop into my stream, we're raising some money for a great cause. But anyway, enough ad and all of that. Let's get in and let's actually play Grounded. So first things first, I need to make a torch. In order for me to make a torch, I need to go right in here, and I need to go right now, and I need some rope. So we're gonna grab some rope on our way over to the anthill. There we go. That's literally what I needed right there. Oops, I need to run back over here because apparently I put everything into my chest. Thank God for area building. Okay, can I reach it? I can. There we go. We now have a torch. All right, so we're going to use that once we go into the anthill. We're going to run down there, grab what we can from down there, grabbing the chip and all that other goodness that's down in the anthill. I've done this a lot, Zero Armor. I've actually done this run before. It was a challenge of mine when I was doing my WoW mode playthrough. No armor running through the anthill. And I think I did it without a torch then too. I don't remember, but I know that I've done this run like this before with no armor, no preparation, anything like that. But thankfully this time we're going in with a torch. So we'll be able to see where we're going and what we're running past and stuff like that. So we can maybe block all of the ants that are trying to kill us. Hey, fun news, a little bit of nostalgia for you guys. Remember last episode I was sitting there talking about the ant trap? It was right outside of this ant hill that I put it in. Just dodge out of the way of that, keep on going, trying not to get eaten by anything. I'm not here, Mr. Ant. Trust me, I want nothing to do with your babies. I'm going to come over this way, even though I'm kicking one of them across the floor. I want nothing to do with them. Oh, crap. Go. I promise, I want nothing to do with your small children. I want only the pieces of armor that are in here, not your tiny little eggs that are around. Don't bite me. Don't bite me, I don't exist. I am a figment of your imagination. Oh, don't bite me. Take that. Take that. Ow! That did not give me nearly the health that I thought it was going to. I needed this. That's the one that I wanted. My perfect blocks are still not up to snuff. Just so you guys know, that's one of the reasons why I'm getting hit so hard. All right, here we go. Step out, let stamina recover. Quartzite shards. I know I'm going to need these to upgrade stuff, so I'm just going to break this down. Go, all the pieces. Got 4. What is it to build the anvil again? The anvil is a whetstone and a brittle plating, which means I need the quartzite shards and the marble shards. Well, marble shard. There we go. Brittle marble shards. Don't fall into the hole. Grab that guy. Grab more brittle marble shards. These are just things that are going to help me upgrade later on. Break this apart really quick. My torch has still got a decent amount of time.
Additional flavor scheme available.
Thank you. Okay. You know what? Let's put that on. Why not? We'll put on the Neil Moave Scabby there. There we are. Nice and purple. I think that's what I'm going to do. for this playthrough, every time I come across a new Scabby flavor and I pick it up, I'm going to immediately equip it. I think that that'll just be fun. Keep the, fresh. I don't want your queen, I promise. I see that your queen chamber's over there. Let me see. But is there any pebbles or anything that I can use? Broken egg, couple regular eggs. Big old mama back over there. We don't need anything to do with her right now. No, spank you. So instead, look at you carrying around your little sister. Because I remember correctly, most ants are female. Yes, most ants are female. And there's very, 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 like bees, there's very few males. Random fact for you guys. But anyway, enough talking nonsense, gibbery nonsense. Brain no work, no speak words easy. Oh, that's just a regular pebblet. That's not what I do need that, but I need an upgraded tool in order to do that. I'm gonna grab that really quick. Gain stamina. I don't exist. I don't exist. I don't exist. I don't exist. Ah, don't touch me. Okay. Let's just get out of here. I still don't exist. Don't bite me. Ow. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I ran the wrong way. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Okay, we're good. I could get out of the anthill now. We're all good. All right, so we made it out of the anthill. So fun stuff that happened with the anthill, other than me making the ant trap and dying. Apparently, whoops. Other than that, other things that happened with the anthill is a good friend of mine, Obi Bird Kenobi, I do believe it was, actually went through and lit up the entire anthill at one point with a bunch of torches when we used to be able to build in the anthill. That was way, way, way back in the beginning. We were able to build in the anthill, kind of. You could build some stuff in there, which is how I was doing the ant trap as well, because you kind of blocked off stuff to make it so you could build a little area around it, and then they couldn't get out and they couldn't climb out any other way, so you gave them only the one way, which was going through, sorry for the yawning, which was going through all of that other area. But anywho, enough about all that. But yeah, so that was fun. Enough about the ant trap. That was cool. I've always done pretty good by the red ants. I don't think that I've ever, like, had a really bad issue with them. I've been raided by them before. You get raided by the ants. You tend to get raided more by the fire ants and the black ants more than anything. They're a little bit more aggressive, especially the fire ants. So that tends to be where getting raided comes from. But honestly, all in all, I've always enjoyed having the ants in the backyard. I remember, like, actually coming across the ants for the first time in the game and seeing your size in comparison to them. And that's one of the things that really hooked me, you know, because I was like, holy crap, that is amazing. Like, it's one of those things, it was one of those Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moments, right? Where you walk up on an ant and you're like, that's an ant right there, and it's massive compared to me, right? That was one of my big Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moments. What was one of your guys' favorite moments, by the way, playing through Grounded, that was really like, wow, that's neat? You know, what was one of your guys' moments that's like that? I'd love to know if you guys have a moment like that. I have a couple of them. I remember like going up into the upper yard and seeing the sandbox for the first time. I thought that was really cool. My first time seeing the sandbox, I was like, whoa, holy crap, there's actually a whole there's a whole, like, desert area here now, and I thought that was really neat, that we actually got a spot where it was so different at the time than everything else that we had, because, you know, we had the pond at one point. Wow, my green screen is freaking out, and I apologize about that. But anyway, we had the pond at one point before they put everything into it and gave us the pond update. And we had like the greenery, the backyard, and even the like infected area, right? The haze. We had that area. But even all of that, you know, we played around in that area for, I want to say, 4 or 5 months. I remember, and then the Hot and Hazy update hit. That's what it was called, by the way, the Hot and Hazy update, because they went through and they revamped the haze. They revamped, oops, I'm running the wrong way. They revamped the haze. They revamped the sandbox. They added perks. That was one of the bigger updates that they did, if I remember correctly. That update was massive. And it sticks out to me because it was one of the best updates for the channel at the time. I remember everybody was super excited, and that's when like I had my first video that I think hit like 20,000 views in the first day, which to me was like, how? You know, wow, how? And even to this day still, I'm like, I don't get it. But hey, you guys like it. I really like the game. In fact, I've actually watched lots and lots of people play this game. I told you guys, I hinted at it in the last one when I was talking about the first time that I had like creator syndrome, I guess they call it, where it's like, oh, that's me. I'm that guy, right? But that wasn't the only time that I've ever gone to other people's streams or videos and stuff and watched them play. I had done it numerous times at this point, watching other people play, watching other people's techniques, learning how to play the game better, learning perfect block timing, things like that, seeing others play the game and getting an understanding from the outside perspective of what I was seeing and what others might want to see. It was one of those valuable things that came along with going through and watching other people play like I was. And then, you know, we had some other people out there making videos and stuff as well. I remember I met one of my friends, Blitz, because he had made a video about looking through everything that was in the pond before the pond launched, before the update happened in the pond, right? And talking to Jade for the first time, and meeting Rudar, meeting Mediocre, Milton, and those guys, and talking with them for the first time and stuff like that. It was an experience getting to know other people and seeing their points of view on the game and stuff like that. So that was fun. Speaking of things that are fun, let's go through and let's get some stuff made, like this brittle whetstone and this brittle plating. Then I'm going to come right over here into my build mode, and I need some crude rope. Son of a nutcracker. Let's get that built. All right. Speaking of nutcrackers, have you guys ever used a nutcracker before? Like, actually used a nutcracker? You know, I've had one in the past that was purely aesthetic. I don't think I've ever actually used a nutcracker before. Nope, definitely haven't. Because I don't really eat, like, walnuts. I know they're normally used for walnuts. And chestnuts, I think, right? Chestnuts, open fire, things like that, right? That's not normally me. I like cashews. Cashews are good. You guys like cashews? That's a weird tangent to go off on. All right, let's get some stuff made here. I need to get rope made. Why didn't I just make 5? Whatever. And then we need to get building and smithing station and down and build. And now here, go get that stuff made up. This guy gets upgraded first. 2, 4, 6, level 3 toughness. That's looking good. And then we're going to upgrade this guy one time. upgrade this guy one time and upgrade this guy one time. And then just for safety purposes, I'm going to go one more time on the chest and one more time on the legs. And that will get me a really, really decent armor set now. And hey, look at that. I also did the little apprentice smithy thing. Speaking of apprentice smithy, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the video because I think I already did at the end of the last video. Craft canteen, I did that. Raise that, and okay. Refill quests. Achilles heel, land 5 hits on an enemy's weak point. Okay. That's going to be like the backside of a bombardier beetle or the legs of a ladybug. Things like that. So I'll have to see how that goes. I should just end up getting that one as we go. This is going to be a pain. That's going to be a pain. I may have to just build up to it at this point, but for now, whatever. All right, let's see what we got. Torch upgrades. I could do the torch upgrade. It's going to be torch plus. Otherwise, I could do fortified bases. Actually, I can't. I only have 2,000. Multi-story bases. That could work. If I got multi-story bases, right? Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Honestly, I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm not worried about base building. We will do some episodes on base building, just not today. Speaking of things that we are supposed to be doing today, I am supposed to, one, equip my armor. Why I haven't done that is beyond me. And then I'm going to put this into spot 2. Go. Very good. All right, now we're ready. We got, honestly, pretty decent defense here and a weapon that does some okay damage, but it also poisons. And you guys know how I am about things getting poisoned. And then this gives me bow stun, but defensive stance. There's no set bonus because it's a rotten set. That's right. Okay. All right. What time is it? 23, which means we got on average 5 hours before it starts getting light out. Crafting a lean-to is probably in our interest. I need some clover leaves. So if I come down here and grab some clover leaves really quick, that way we could just sleep it till morning. It's going to give us the cutscene. I'll be honest, I'm going to skip it. Here we go. Should be everything we need right there. Okay, we're going to use that. Set respawn point, sleep for 8 hours. We're going to get a cool cutscene and... oh, we're not going to get a cool cutscene. Okay, well, I didn't want your cutscene anyway, so there. All right. So now it's nice and light outside. We're ready to go. Let's go over. We're going to hit the Hedge base like a bat out of hell. So here we go. Okay, so Hedge base. Changes with the Hedge base that I went through. Quite a few of them, actually. First of all, the big one, which we'll talk more about when we get there, but the Broodmother, right? Yes, the Broodmother was added. She got a whole area for herself getting added. What was the name of that update? That's going to kill me. I'll be right back. It's called the Shum and Doom update. That's correct. So that was when they added the first boss into the game. This was before we got the assistant manager and all of that with the Black Ant Lab that came in the Hot and Hazy update, because the Shum and Doom update did come out prior to... whoa! Larva. Prior to the Hot and Hazy update. And the Shum and Doom update, it was pretty good. What it allowed us to do is not only fight the Broodmother, but also use the mushroom bricks in order to start building up castles and things like that, which I thought was really cool. And during the Shum and Doom update, they added one of the most important things in the game that everybody kept asking about, which was sitting. As weird as it sounds, it was true. We were able to build chairs since like day one, but we could not sit in them, right? We couldn't sit in any of the chairs. So they finally gave us that in that update, which came out after the bird update and after the koi pond update came the Shum and Doom update. And then the hot and hazy update landed, I think 3 months later. And then after that, we started getting sporadic updates every 3 months or so, before they were getting ready to launch the game itself. So it was an interesting time, that's for darn sure. Speaking of interesting times, I need to remember to go over here and do the scanner. Oh crap. Oh crap. I pressed the wrong button. Whoopsie poopsie. Huh? Yeah, I gotta be careful with that jumping off the map thing, or off the zip lines. If you do it too soon, you die. And that's what just happened to me there. That was a bunch of durability damage to all of my stuff for no reason. All because I was like, how do you do this again? Isn't it control? And I clicked it and fell off the friggin' zip line. Oops. Oh well. Tis but a tis. Alright. Let's grab our backpack, and speaking of doing stuff cool, I need to go get the scanner. I remember when the scanner was added, like the original scanner was in the Hedge base itself. If I remember correctly, there was like a switch in the Hedge base that you turned on, and that lets you activate the scanner. And then later on, they moved it to the front of the Hedge. What other things were different with the Hedge back in the day? First of all, that used to be a paperclip, not a pair of shears. That used to be a paperclip you would climb up in order to get up here. That was always fun because it made you feel really, really small. Now you have these shears. It's way easier. It was always kind of a pain to climb up it anyway, the paperclip, because it had a big hole in the middle of it, and if you jump, you could jump right through it. But anyway, also, another fun little tidbit, I had a race, actually, through the Hedge with Eric from Obsidian and their community manager, Eric, and I won, which was really cool. I had ended up sprinting through and had done it so many times that I was able to win, so I thought that was just a cool little kudos moment for me at the time. Let me see if I can get this guy's weak spot again, because those guys' weak spots are in their back. Let me see if I can get his weak spot again. Nope. Only a couple times, but that's fine. I'm going to grab all that stuff. That Sim-Alot will help me out. Give me a little bit of food. Give me some buffs. Hey, grab this. Grab these. Grab this. Flip this. Turn on this. Okay. So yeah, this used to be over, and this cutscene wasn't here originally when we had the scanner either. So when they moved it over here, we got this cutscene, and then it gave us the ability to scan for resources in the backyard, which was great, because then you could start scanning for everything. Scan.r.
Scabby. Surveyor connection established.
You love to scabby it. All right.
Survey stations to scan for analyzed materials. Visit
All right.
additional stations to expand the survey network.
Then I remember they went through and they added in all these chests through here as well. When they went through and added all of the different chests in here that you could get different resources from, they also added my favorite Scabby in the game over here too, which is inside of this base. For those of you who don't know, my favorite Scabby is right in here, and it's right on this top right there. It is called Bug Juice. It is by far my favorite looking Scabby in the game. I do adore it ever so much. They actually did ask me at one point if I could add a Scabby flavor, what it would be. Because I used to chit-chat with Eric and the dev team from time to time. And I joined like their weekly streams from time to time, stuff like that. Casually Grounded is what it was called. I think it was every Wednesday. And that was always awesome, being able to join them. But they asked me at one point if there was a scabby flavor that I would like. And I said, honestly, the bug juice one is amazing. I asked him, you know, if possible to rename it to something like Night-like, but that never came to be. But all in all, it was cool. It was cool being asked that and stuff, because it helped me feel like, you know, I was part of it. Even though, yes, I did a lot of testing. And bug recommendations for them as well. Not as in like physical bugs in the game, like actual bugs that were breaking the game. I would do testing for them and show them what was broken and stuff like that. Submit videos and submit my game files and stuff like that, so that way they could fix it. But also, fun little thing about the Flying Man disc that's right here. On the original game launch, when it came out of its 30-minute test periods and we actually got the game of Grounded to play, right? There was a spider, a wolf spider, that was up on top of this disc, and it was called the Broodmother. That was the original Broodmother, was a wolf spider that was up here on that disc. That was really, really cool that we had that in there. It was only there for like a week or two before it got patched out, because I think that they were still working on the Broodmother boss. But it was cool to see something like that in the game. Okay. This area over here also went through a lot of changes, and oh, bollocks. Okay, no, we're good. And I'm not talking the haze base itself. I'm talking this little ascent that I'm on. This has changed multiple times throughout the lifespan of the Hedge base over here. Getting up here, climbing up here used to not be this difficult. You did not have to climb all of this in order to zip in there. If I remember correctly, there was like a branch that just led up over here and then you zipped in. So, but nonetheless, cool stuff. Another little fun fact. Also, I remember correctly, I think the Hedge base went under 3 different renditions at one point. I think it was 3, because the original one came out and it was like, oh, cool, we got the Hedge base, we can go through. And I think we had it originally in the game. You could find the Hedge base and run through it. And then they changed it. And then they changed it again when they added this boot system here in order to open up the door, and this area in order to go get the super scabby or the super chip, stuff like that. So yeah, this base has been under some big changes. Speaking of big changes, I need to eat that Amalant, and also I haven't equipped any mutations. You guys probably been screaming at me, Sim, put on the mutation you bought at the end of the last episode, you nerd. There you go, I put it on. All right. Now, I have to go fight the most dangerous enemies in the entire Hedge base. Orbweaver Juniors. Huge pain in the nuts, let me tell you guys. When I was originally fighting them, these things killed me all the time. An Orbweaver Junior is more difficult than an actual Orbweaver itself. I would rather fight 3 Orbweavers at the same time than 1 Orbweaver Junior, because if you don't perfect block, you have a chance of getting poisoned, and that just sucks. They have the same attack pattern, so you could get used to fighting them pretty easily, but still, it's annoying. Man, my poison skills are not where they need to be for this. This side of the way. Hey, look, I got another quest done. I killed 2 Orbweavers. Nice. Get this guy out of the way. Wait a second for my stamina to come back. Slap the crap out of this again. Let those guys be angry for a moment. Grab this. Then run over here again. See, it's all perfectly timed out. It's like I have a plan. Okay. Grab the little aphid statue. Those were added. Those were like one of the last things that got added with the coziness status. when those got added, it was cool because we could actually go around like find figurines, and finding all of them first was like a big deal. So that was always fun. Thank you. Thank you. See you later. And then I got one more piece for the password here. And then we'll be done with the hedge base already. The hedge base honestly does not take very long. That's why I knew that I would have the time to go through and do the hedge base and the red anthill at the same episode, because it doesn't take very long. So we'll go start off by going up. Oops, language. Okay, so we're gonna run right over here. Grab all of these because you never turn down upgrade mats, and then also these fibers that's over here because you need these in order to make your tier 2 hammers, so you can start really getting milk molars. Then I'm gonna eat a piece of that, make sure my health is or my food is full. I don't need any of that right yet, and I don't need any of that plant fiber right now. No, okay. Go. There we are. Grab that guy. Jump down the hole. This guy. These right here. And then always faithful granola bars. Thank you. Run down over here. Mess up a spiderling really quick while you're wiping out a thing of web. And then, if you do it correctly, which I'm hoping and praying that I can, you should be able to jump right on there like that. I've done it enough. I should be able to do it every single time. But believe me, I have messed up that jump so many times. Alright, grab that guy. Immediately come in here, OS. And turn on the Ghostment one. This one is not a bad one. I remember when they first added this, it was around the Halloween time. It's the same time we got the Witchley Scabby, the Bug Juice Scabby, and I think that there was one more that got added at that time. I don't remember what it was, but I think that there was one more Scabby that got added, because it was the Ghostment one, the Witchley one. I know I'm just repeating what I said earlier. But even still, the heck was it? But anyway, we've gotten a smattering of Scabby flavors throughout the years, and they've always been fun. The Scabby flavors have always been fun. They've always been neat to go around and find all of them and collect them all. I do believe there's also an achievement for collecting all of them. I had gotten that way early, before they even went through and put in more of them that you needed to get, I believe. But anywho, let me grab that super duper disc, and then I'm also gonna grab that super chip. All right. Oh, hoops. It's okay. It's a good thing you didn't play video games. Also, I remember this. This was a big video for me too, guys. This little video, or this little area we're about to run to right now, getting the Broodmother recipe. You guys go on my channel, finding how to get the Broodmother recipe was one of the videos that did amazing on my channel. That was always a cool one that I was able to teach so many people how to get this, so that way they could go and experience the Broodmother and do the battle and stuff like that. That came out right around the same time that the Shum and Doom update came out. Always dangerous, but yeah, this is right here is where you go get the recipe, and then another Scabby that was right here, and this Scabby, boom, Scabby 2.11. All right, now I could work my way that way and try to get onto the bird bath. But what I'm going to end up doing instead is actually just building up to the bird bath at one point. I will go and fight the mosquitoes and all of the other evil in there. Which, fun fact, mosquitoes are my least favorite mob in the game. I hate them in this game with a bleeding passion. Not because I don't like what they look like. Their sound kind of reminds me of a helicopter, but it's honestly because they are just so freaking annoying all the time. But yeah, I remember when they got updated, I was like, oh, mosquitoes, really? Oh, whoops. Whoops. And I clicked the wrong one. All right, well, I'm not going to make you guys watch me walk all the way back over there. What we will do is we will kick off the next episode with me going over and giving Burgle the super chip. And we probably will start fighting our way. I don't want to do the pond quite yet. I feel like I want a little bit more armor before I do the pond, which means I'm probably going to work on fighting ladybugs in the next one to get my favorite looking armor in the game. I think that'll be what we do. I think we'll do that. We'll fight some ladybugs. We'll get an upgraded armor set from this rotten stuff that we're wearing. And maybe even go and get the next spear. Maybe fight a wolf spider and get a fang dagger. I'm not really sure yet, but all in all is I'm not going to make you guys watch me walk all the way back over here. So thank you everybody so much for watching this one. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. And guys, also, if you could, do not forget that we are going to be doing Thankmas the first weekend in December. So I'm going to be doing mine on Sunday. So after the Jacksepticeye stream, I will be doing mine on Sunday. You guys will be able to come and hang out with me. But also, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.